Hi there, everyone. Welcome to Mastering the Shadows. I am your host, Mystic Lee, and I'm here to navigate with you. Sorry, I'm a little bit late getting on live today. I was having some internet technical issues, and I also feel like I figured out how to use the second screen. So I hope that you guys can hear me. And if you guys hear any echoing or anything strange with the second screen going on, please let me know. Today we are going to be using the I-Ching system as I've done before in the past. So I am going to be using this book, which is a fantastic book to help you navigate I-Ching. And if you are interested in exploring more Eastern Oracle systems, you can check out this box online, which is absolutely fantastic. Not only does it have I-Ching, but it has like its own system of cards as well, and also helps you to learn how in-depth Eastern astrology can get as well, with all the elements and everything. I actually have misplaced my I-Ching coins since last time we've done I-Ching, so that's going to be okay. We're going to talk about coins first. So, hey, Deborah, welcome. Hey, Tanya, I'm so glad to see you guys here. Welcome. All right, so before we get started, I do like to start with a meditation just because it helps to clear our energy. It makes sure that our own personal energy is here. And so if I'm pulling a reading from you, your energy is more clear. You're not harboring energy that you've picked up from other people or just from the environment. And it's also just good practice in general because it, just helps to keep you clear. So, hey, Isabella. Hey, Cheryl. Welcome. Thank you. I hope you're well as well. Hey, Kim from Scotland. Welcome. And Mary meet Joseph. Mary meet everyone, and God is Hecate bless. Yes. Thank you so much. And during this meditation, when we start to clear our energy, if you do have any entities, gods, goddesses, idols, spirit guides that you feel really help guide you, now would be a good time to call them in. But also be mindful, we are doing shadow work. That's the intention of these videos. So if you have guides that are more like light heavy or really high vibrational, you might want to they might not be able to guide you as well through some of the shadow work. And that's what's great, is sometimes during shadow work we can make new guides and we meet new individuals along the way, right? So we're going to take a big deep breath in, breathing in through our nose, holding it, and breathing out through the mouth. What this does is it allows to regulate our prana or life force energy. Breathing in, holding it in, and breathing it out. Allowing for our self-truth to rise up and be balanced. Letting go of any tension. Any tension that is around the head, allow it to let go and dropping down the neck as you continue to breathe in and breathing out. Allowing for that energy to continue to move down your arms. You allow that energy to drop and relax. Allowing the tension in your chest to drop and relax as it moves down. Allowing all the knots in your stomach to unwind and let go as you allow for that energy to flow down releasing any tension or unwanted energy as it moves down through your thighs, down through your knees, and through your shins. Breathing in and out as it moves down through your ankles, down through your heels and through your feet. As you let go of any of that energy that does not belong to you, you let it go into the darkness and into the shadows below. As we continue to breathe in and out, we are reminded that as we breathe out, we release all toxins that are not needed. And what we release, the plants and the trees around us, those toxins to us are actually nutrients to the plants. So as we release it, they breathe it in and they are nurtured by our toxins. And what they breathe out, what is toxins to them, is nutrition for us. And this is just a reminder to release things, because what is toxic to you is nurturing to someone or to something else. That is part of the cosmos. So don't be afraid to let some things go. Yes, Hecate is a dark goddess, so all is good. Yes. Thank you, Joseph. Hey, Faye, welcome. All right. So again, we are focusing on I-Ching today. I-Ching is an Eastern oracle system, and you are using coins. The box I showed you earlier has a fantastic book that really helps to explain how I-Ching works. So you do use the three Chinese, ancient Chinese coins, and they can calculate either 3 or 2 based on which side of the coin that you flip it on. And you calculate these numbers, and as you calculate them, they will tell you if they are broken lines or solid lines. And as you calculate that sequence, you will then get your message here from I-Ching. So, and there's so much information about I-Ching out there for those of you who are connected to elements or the zodiac. You can really, I-Ching is really a great tool for shadow work because it's all about going within and making productive changes. And that's a huge part of shadow work, is being able to connect to our shadows, to bring it up to the light so that we can see those parts of ourselves, so that we can change for self-empowerment and for embetterment. And this is a great book I really recommend for anyone who's getting into I-Ching, because it does go deeper. For example, this one tells you which element it's related to, and also it's part of heaven. So as you get into Eastern theory, it is very different from Western. It's a lot more moving pieces. So, hey, Katina, welcome. First time. I'm so glad to see you here. Hey, Stacy, welcome. Yes, so welcome everyone. So that's kind of how I-Ching works. You can also, for those of you who like cards, they do offer some cards. Might pull this second camera up a little bit more. But this is the deck that you can get. There's all kinds of artistic decks out there. Some people are just can pull a lot more. You know, when you start to first work with your pineal gland, sometimes it is easier to pull images that other people receive when they connect to I-Ching, to help start to exercise your pineal gland until you can get to a point where you can just fully activate it. And everyone also, has a different feel and interpretation with I-Ching, just like anything else. So I can't actually find my I-Ching coins, so I have a whole bunch of coins here. And this also kind of shows that you really don't need necessarily like the Chinese coins to do this type of oracle reading. You really just need 3 coins. Obviously, some of these coins that I have, like for example, I have some old school Chuck E. Cheese coins because I just collect a lot of coins. It is probably best that you have 3 that are kind of the same and similar. Of course, I have a lot of 2s. So what I'm going to use are some of my squish pennies that I've gotten from Sea Rock City. Okay. And this is, again, just a great way to kind of show you that you can really use any coins here to do this type of system. It's really more about mathematics and that kind of thing. All right, so we are going to have heads here that are going to be our 2s, and the name of the town or Sea Rock City is going to be our 3s. So, all right, guys, you ready? So who would like a first reading? Hey, Barbara, welcome. Hey, Deborah. Deborah would like a reading. Katina would like a reading. Stacy would like a reading. Welcome, guys. So how I do readings is I kind of just go to whoever I first get drawn to. So if you want to keep putting it in the comments, I'd like a reading, I'd like a reading, I'd like a reading. You can keep doing that. If you feel like I'm not being drawn to you, just take a minute to kind of do that meditative breath. It might be that you just kind of need to bring some of that light back up. So, okay. Hey, Kim, welcome. Tanya, welcome. Cheryl. All right. So I'm like, I can feel all your energy. So Cheryl, I'm actually feeling really drawn to you for a reading. So I'm going to do your coins first. So can you guys see the second camera? Maybe I need to bring it down more. Okay. All right. So here are the coins. I have 2 cameras on me. I'm like, oh, a little crazy. All right. So we are going to find where the camera is. All right, so what we have here is a 2, a 2, and a 3. Okay. So you have, gosh, okay. As you can tell, I was a little thrown off with getting in the video late and everything else, right? Okay, so we're going to do, I had to refresh my memory. We have to do 4 lines, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. You got a, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I thought it was more than that. Okay, so you got a 2 plus 2 plus 3. And then we just kind of do it again. You got all 3, so 3 plus 3 plus 3. Yeah, this is very different. This has a lot to do with like kind of Eastern culture, because back in the day, or I guess even today, Eastern people, you know, they really like money. Wealth has a lot more than just like a material value to them. And so you can see that with I-Ching, that they use their wealth also to connect with spiritual energy as well. So here you have a 2 plus 3 plus 3. And then you have a 2 plus 3 plus 3 again. And of course, these might be a little different since they aren't circles technically, right? And, you know, I'm sure some people would say there's a sacred geometry to the coin itself, probably maybe with the square in the center, right? So I'm sure I'm saying there's not a difference. To some people, there might be, right? Everybody's a little different. Here we have a 2, a 3, and a 3. 2 plus 3 plus 3. All right, so we have in the book here. I will show you guys. This really is a great book if you guys are interested in this, because it will also break down here the numbers when you count it. So we've got 2 plus 2 plus 3 is a 7. 3 plus 3 is a 9. 2 plus 3 plus 3 is an 8, and an 8. So for a 7, what you have is what is called a solid or a yang line. So yang is going to be your masculine energy. So kind of going back to, here, my chakra dolls, right? So your yang energy is going to be your light energy, and your yin energy is going to be like your shadow energy. You also then have a 9, which is a solid line in which is becoming broken. And this is your moving yang energy. So I don't know how well you guys can see what I'm writing here. So this is your moving yang energy. So this is like moving light energy. Your number 8 is going to be your broken line. So your next 3 are going to be your broken line. Yeah, that's right. I am missing one more. And so all these are yin, and we are missing one more. So let's go ahead and flip that, because you're supposed to have 6 lines, not 5. And so you have a 2 plus 2 plus a 3, which is a 7, which is another just yin line. So now what we do is we want to count up all these other numbers. So where my brain is like, I don't want to calculate that. Where is my calculator? Calculator. So awesome, Cheryl. You can see fine. Hey, from Bearded Paranormal. Welcome, Brian, from Bearded Paranormal. Hold on. Let me find my calculator. All right. So we have a 7 plus 9 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 7, which gives you a number 47 is your total. Cheryl Nelson. Okay, guess this is backwards, isn't it? All right, so we can go through our deck here, and let's see here. Let's look for number 47. The cards of our course. Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm so disorganized today. I don't know what is going on with my energy right now. Okay. 47. We're going to get there, I promise. Oh, there it is. Okay, I see it. All right. So here is your number 47. I'm going to put it in the second camera right here. All right, and we're going to go to our book for number 47. So there's a lot of water energy here with both lake and water, and it's talking about exhaustion, like you're really exhausted. It is a time of oppression and exhaustion. None of us escape such moments. They are simply a part of living. By meeting them in the correct spirit and cheerfully bending instead of breaking, you weather the adversity and meet with success at a later time. So I think there are probably a lot of people right now who can probably relate to that message. So this is really talking about, this is an unavoidable time of adversity. You really can't alter it at this time. All you can do is allow yourself to bend and accept that this is happening. And if you can learn to accept to bend to it, not forever. This is not saying forever. This is saying in order to meet with success at a later time. So this really is like a strategic move for your future. So yeah, you're saying always tired, got so many different things causing it. And that's probably why you feel overwhelmed, right? It's not just one thing. You have a lot of different things that are putting pressure on you. And this is really saying that there are certain things that you're just going to have to accept that it is what it is, and just learn to breathe through. And instead of fighting against it or fighting with it, or maybe living in fear of it, of the fact that the oppression is there, right? Because sometimes just the fact that being oppressed is there, even though like here the reading is saying this oppression is just part of time. It's just part of how things go, of the roller coaster. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. And sometimes when you're down and that waves comes down, you have to learn to bend with it and just accept that it's there. Don't fight it. Just breathe through it, basically. And things will go back up again and things will get better. Yeah, exactly. I try as best possible to just go with the flow. So yeah, Cheryl, and that's why this is about lake and water, the elements here. And here we do see with their interpretation, they have this very masculine man. And again, here when we were reading it out to the side, we did see that there is a lot of yang energy movement going on here with the number 8, right? Number 8, oh no, that's yin energy. So there is a lot of yin energy here, which is really more feminine rather than masculine. But this person clearly felt that this is like warrior energy, right? Not aggressive, but learning how to be passive. And you can almost see like the irritation, right? Let's see here, the irritation in his face. As he's having to learn as a warrior to be passive, right? Having to bow your head down instead of, pushing forward, pushing against the current. This is not the time to be pushing against the current. So, hey, Erica, welcome. All right, Cheryl, thank you so much for allowing me to pull that card for you. That's really, really meaningful. We'll see how many times he comes up. This is the interesting thing about doing I-Ching as opposed to just pulling cards, because a lot of times we're all pulled here together. And if we all have the same vibration, and so we can all kind of receive the same messages. And so a lot of times if I'm just pulling cards, we'll all get the same cards. So I normally put them to the side. But with I-Ching, we can't do that, right? Hello, message me for your accurate reading. That's so rude. Okay. Delete comment. So welcome, Deborah. All right, so yes, I'm about to clear the space, and then we hold on, let's block this guy, and then I'm going to delete his comment. Sorry, guys. You know, when people just kind of show up on a live reading randomly, I don't know this person offering readings. Like, I suggest for you guys not to get readings from this person. They might be some sort of a scam artist, or worse, they could like be there to put bad intentions once you give them enough detailed information. So when you see that, guys, it's a red flag, right? Maybe that he meant to come up now to show us that this is someone looking to spiritually oppress and manipulate people. Even though I wouldn't say go with the flow, but I'll delete his comment. All right. Welcome, Erica. First time here. I'm so glad to have you here. Hey, Tracy from Scotland. Hey, Sarah. Good morning. And over here, good evening. So, yeah, Erica, it is rude. I know a lot of you guys are also coming back on because I kind of recognize your names. It's going to take a minute for me to build that recognition. So, all right, clearing the area, right? Some selenite. Clear with some selenite. All right, so who else would like a reading? Crystal, of course he would have to reply to my message. Yeah, just ignore him. I'm like playing with cards like they matter. Ohio, welcome. All right, Stacy, I'm feeling really jolly. So, Stacy, I'm going to first we're going to use a new piece of paper and let's calculate. Again, this you use 6 lines, so 1 2 3 4 5 6. All right, we've got a 2 2 3, 2 plus 2 plus 3. We've got a 2 plus 3 plus 3, 2 plus 3 plus 3. And we've got another 2 plus 3 plus 3. And another 2 plus 3 plus 3. Seem to have a lot of 8s. Oh, here we got 2 plus 2 plus 2. One more go. And we've got a 2 plus 2 plus 3. 2 plus 2 plus 3. All right. So now you've got a 7, 8, 8, 8, 6, and a 7, right? So we've got a solid yang line, and you've got your broken yin, broken yin, broken yin, and then you're moving yin line down here, and your solid yin line. So basically what it would look like is doot, 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 doot. Oh, I forgot to put the X in there. All right. Okay. And this is all upside down. Sorry. Okay. There you go. All right. So now let's use the calculator and add it all up. Yeah, Tracy, this is definitely a bit different. It's a Eastern system. I could definitely see right now like people at the, gambling and being like, "Oh, throw the coins. Tell me what I need to know." How, I can definitely see that happening a lot. All right, so your numbers, let me count them up real fast. 7 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 6 plus 7 equals number 44. Ooh. 4s are a crazy number in Eastern theory. The number 4 by itself is kind of like the Western's version of 13. So you've got 44. All right, let's see here. Of course, that would happen. All right, 43. Number 44, where are you? Let me make sure it's not one of these other cards sitting around. There's 48 and 47. Okay. 44. Stacy's like, oh no, right? Okay, so here we go. Here is the card. All right. All right, so, and as you can see here, obviously it's calculated differently because, right, there's different ways you can come up with the number 47. Okay. 47. No, we're 44. Sorry. I was like, wait, we just did that one. Okay. So Q coming to meet. Darkness reappears unexpectedly. Caution and retenance are in order. So right now it's talking about it's a dangerous time, right? And that's all about shadow work, right? Hey, Bobby, welcome. So right now it's just talking about it is a dangerous hour. Through an eruption of our inferior nature of darkness, it has erupted the flow of light. The inferior can be quite seductive, and if we are not resolute in resisting it, the moment can be lost to misfortune. In oneself, this is a time to examine your own inner motives. Those which are questionable honor should be uprooted and discarded. Be wary of situations that engage your ego and tempt you in anger, self-righteousness, or desire. Actively employ your higher nature to test the correctness of tempting ideas and circumstances that which seem suspicious almost certainly is. So Stacy, right now you really have to be careful. It sounds like there's a lot of things that are going to be going on, pushing your buttons, wanting to tempt you to maybe quit something or to act outside of your normal self. And here it talks about questionable honor, right? This is about your self truth. Here, sometimes society can teach us what is supposed to be honorable and what isn't. Here, it's more about your self truth's honor, and how your self truth's honor will be tested with all kinds of things, right? And just and your buttons are going to be pushed. You're going to want to give in, and so this is just really talking about standing your ground in what you believe in, but really, being careful of what's happening around you, because again, it does say that which seems suspicious almost certainly is. So this also means that there are going to be other opportunities out there that are going to look like it's too good to be true. It's too easy to really be worthwhile. And that is because it is. And so just kind of take a big deep breath when you feel any emotions like anger, is or fear is really rising up. Just make sure to kind of breathe through those emotions, breathe through those thoughts that come with that emotion, navigate your inner self, and with your response that you choose to give, just say, is this something that later down the line I will find is really honorable? If I saw someone else doing this, would I look down on them or would I look up to them? Right? And then kind of make your choices based on that, because that really reflects with your self-truth. Yeah, and Stacey's saying I can really take that, that you're struggling with your spiritual path, and that you feel like you have something pushing you off. Yes. And Stacey, there is a lot going on right now just around the world and in society, where everyone on many levels is being tested with what they believe in their self-truth. And it can be so hard. And it is such a huge part of our shadows, right? Because shadows can also be, they can be very negative when we allow for our self-truth to be oppressed or to pick up toxic patterns. And so just learning to navigate that. But what's great is once you really overcome this obstacle, because again, this is not forever. This is just a really big obstacle that you're going to have to go through. Once you're able to really uproot these things that you reflect that you find are not honorable within yourselves, or you don't like how you're reacting to certain things, and you can learn to kind of breathe and take a minute, so next time that button gets pushed, you might react a little slower or react in a little bit more honorable or favorable way. You'll see yourself slowly start to shift, and you will actually see that you're navigating your shadows in this way, and your own inner light will actually rise up and will shine even brighter, because it's coming from a rooted place in the shadows. So even though this is a really hard time for you, you can really use it to your advantage. So thank you so much, Stacy, for allowing me to pull that card for you. I mean, that's going through that is definitely all about mastering the shadows and what that path and working with it's all about. So, hey, Crystal, welcome. What is that emoji? was that it's an eagle. I love the eagle. Eagles are fantastic. Eagles are all about those higher vibrations, right? Being able to lift yourself up, but also through the mind all the way through. So yeah, being fired up. So I love how you relate that element fire, because all these emotions I've been talking about are all about your solar plexus. And your solar plexus, I'll pull this guy out because, it's our yin energy, our shadow work. Our solar plexus is located right here. Where my fingers at? Right here. It's yellow. It's in our stomach. So you might want to be careful about getting stomach ulcers for being fired up. You might want to, make sure you're getting some extra probiotics. But being fired up, it just means that your solar plexus is being oppressed, is being pushed upon. And that's natural for you to feel fired up. That actually means that your solar plexus is working, and it's working for your self-truth. It's, you're clearly connected to your self-truth, especially, again, expressing it with the actual element that it's related to it. So again, breathing can help you to release that and to connect with that aura and that self-truth to help find those solutions that are more productive for you. So thank you again, Stacy, for allowing me to pull that reading from you. So, all right. So who else would like a reading? Okay. So for the next one, Tracy, here you are. All right, Tracy. So let's kind of clear the space here. And if you guys are popping on and off and I'm not getting to you, I'm going to be here every Wednesday from 5 to 6. So at this time. And next week, we're going to be navigating our shadows with astrology. So that's going to be really exciting. And I have a guest speaker. So I'll kind of talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. So yeah, Stacy is saying that you feel people are pushing on you and you're just jumping in without thought. So yeah, and you know what, Stacy, that's exactly what your reading was talking about is, again, those things when people are pushing you, right? They're going to seem like what they're pushing you into seems really suspicious. Don't jump into those things without thought. That's what spirit is trying to help you navigate with your shadows right now. Don't jump into that. Take a breather, reassess the situation, and make sure whatever you're jumping to is you're jumping fully with your self-truth intact. So, and you're welcome. You're welcome. Hey, Erica. Yes, I love that. All the yin yangs. All right. So, Tracy, let's calculate your numbers. All right. So we've got 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We've got a 2 plus 3 plus 3. We've got a 2 plus 2 plus 3. We have another 2 plus 2 plus 3. What is that? Trees and what is that in between the trees? I can't tell. It's so funny how these little like icons, they change based on like which device you're looking at them with. All right, so we have another 2 plus 2 plus 3. All right, Tracy. We've got 3 plus 3 plus 2. And 2 plus 2 plus 3. So we've got a 7 and no, that's an 8. I don't know. Okay, 8, 7, 7, 7, 8, and a 7. So, of course, with our 8, what we have is a broken line, our 7, a broken line, which is a yin, and then you've got your yang, 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 your broken yin, and your yang. So it's going to be boop, 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 boop. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and add up your numbers. All right, so we've got 8 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 8 plus 7 equals another 44. So, Erica says those are seashells and palm trees. I love that. All right, Tracy. So, like Stacy, Tracy and Stacy both have number 44. All right, so we have our awesome dude in red again, right, for number 44. And where did I put? Okay. Let's see what his card says number 44 is. All right. Number 44. Heaven over wind. Confront it. The wind blows under the heavens. Its movement brings us gifts and takes them away. It penetrates us on our journey. It is time to move on. Forget long lost doubts. The wind brings clouds, but also disperses them. All right. So again, we are talking about obstacles here, right? While Stacy's message was more about being really weary of what is going on, yours is more talking about letting go of things that didn't quite work out. Times have changed. Things are not aligned like they used to be. Just everything's different now. And it's great to accept that everything is different. And with accepting everything is different, it means all those things that you failed at or you couldn't get to, some hopes or dreams that didn't fulfill themselves. It's just now time to kind of let them go. Let them go to the past. And as you let them go, your aura will open up and allow for new dreams to come into your mind, new expectations to come into your life. And you'll actually feel a little bit more lifted up because you're kind of letting these things go. So, yes, have to let go of a 17-year best friendship. Yeah, so Tracy, that can be really, really hard. Letting go of someone that meant, that you were connected to for so long. Having to let them go without, harboring any negativity. Yeah, doing so, I have started my spiritual journey. And that makes a lot of sense. Because this is a huge ordeal for you. Everything, like I said, everything's different now. You're different. They're different. And yeah, sometimes it's just best to let them go and make some new plans and some new expectations, right? And I'm not necessarily even saying someone new will come into your life, but that you're not going to feel too much of a hole like you might be feeling right now. It's going to get full with other things that really match your vibration, which is really cool. So I love that, Erica, with all the smiley faces and all the flowers. Yeah. So yeah, Tracy's like, yeah, it is with a smiley explanation mark. Yeah, it is. This is definitely gonna be an interesting journey for you. Yeah, healing slowly. It is. It's a very slow process. And again, like I said with the number 4, so the number 4 represents like death in Chinese theology when it comes to numbers and number magic. And here you have 44. And so here you are really seeing that representation of that death, of that connection, and, rest in peace, right? Let it rest in the past. Rest in the past, right? Maybe not rest in peace, but rest in the past, and really admire that friendship for what it was during that time. So, I love all these little emojis. Erica's like, I'm a modern day Egyptian. Look at all my hieroglyphs. I'm a horrible singer. I'm sorry. I just subjected all of you guys to that. So yes, Tracy. And I don't know if you're really into crystal therapy at all. But rose quartz, like a rose, like little round ball, might be really good to keep on your bedside table. And if you feel any of that pain, just kind of like picking it up and just rubbing it on your heart aura, because I know your heart's aching from it. It'll help your body to transition that energy for you so that your cells don't like get negatively impacted just from that. Yeah. So Tracy is saying that that way sounds better, but it was emotional. I bet I can see with, the fours there that it was definitely a very emotional experience that you went through. And anything that has to do with the shadows means that it's really getting cut deep within us. It's not just like a surface level, right? It's not gray. So, and this is losing this friendship. It is, like you said, it's like you're starting your spiritual journey now. It's definitely a life-changing moment for you. So, hey, Minnie, welcome. Hey, Mohammed, watching from the Sheffield, UK. I see, that's what I love about the internet. It connects all of us from all over the world and from all different times, right? We are in the future and in the past and in the present all at the same time. So yeah, 3 months. It's still going to take you some time. 2022, I feel, Tracy, is going to be more the year where you can really, your heart won't be in so much pain and you'll be able to think back on this without your heart aura hurting. Because I can feel that your heart aura really hurts from this. Like you can physically feel the pain there. So yeah, Erica's like, heart band-aid piece, heart band-aid piece. Yeah, it'll take time. Okay, so who else would like a reading? I know that we are coming late on time. I don't think there's anyone right after me, thankfully, because I know I was late getting on. I'm so sorry, guys. My internet box, I've ordered a new one. Just like I finally got my 2 screens going today, right? I told you guys I was going to work on that. I got a new phone. Still having major phone issues. But what I'm not having an issue with this time is setting up the second camera. But we had the internet issue. So it's okay. Next week, I got a new internet box. I'm hoping we won't have that issue. So, yes, Erica, I'm going to do yours next. This sounds great. Erica's like, yes, all of my hieroglyphic communication has been working. I wonder what type of like system the Egyptians used. I'm going to have to look into that, and that might be fun to play around with, you guys, right? For mastering the shadows one time is just play around with some Egyptian type of tools. I have Egyptian tools, but they're not for oracle reading. They're more for like ritualistic purposes. So thanks. You're welcome, Erica. All right. Again, we need 6 lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And your first coins are a 2 plus 2 plus 3. Ooh. And a 2 plus 2 plus 2. Two plus 2 plus 3. Ooh. 3 plus 3 plus 3. And then we've got 2 plus 2 plus 3. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. All right, one more. And we've got a 3 plus 3 plus 2. 7, 6, 7, 9, 7, 8. Ooh, you got all the numbers. So We have a solid line, a solid yang line. We have a broken moving yin line. We have another solid yang line. We have our solid line becoming broken, which is your moving yang line. We also have some more yang energy with a solid line and another broken line for your yin energy. So here is that right there. All right, Erica. All right, so now we got to calculate it, right? And my brain is just, it's not doing math tonight. Sorry. Thank the goodness of the universe that we have a calculator, right? So we've got 7 plus 6 plus 7 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8 equals 44. Let me do this again. All right, we've got 7 plus 6 plus 7 plus 9 plus 7 plus 8. Yes, another 44. You guys, every show I do, everyone tends to get the same card or the same number. It is just, woo. But look at how many different things can come out of 44, right? 44, guys, that is the number of today's 44 with an exception of 47, right? Okay. I mean, they're all kind of about similar topics, right? Here's our 44 card again. It's kind of all about oppression, right? All about looking for those dangers that are around us. You know, keeping our eyes open that some things that are too good to be true, they really are too good to be true. Be suspicious of that. And we're also seeing that right now there's major transitions happening, right? Letting things go, letting other people go that don't match our self-truth right now. You know, people who were a great friend now, maybe they could be the ones who are trying to talk you into something that in their world it is great for them, right? But for you and for your self-truth, it's not. It's something to be suspicious. And just because that other person you love and you admire does it, doesn't mean that you have to do it too, right? Everybody's different. And it's going to take some time to adjust, right? So yes, Erica. Yeah, Tracy's like, wow. Yeah, at first it was kind of funny because we have some word name going on there with Stacy and Tracy, both got 44, and Erica's all into all of it with all the emoji expressions here. But little did Erica know that Erica is drawn to this because she's right there in that exact same energy with Stacy and Tracy. Right? Yes. And just like Erica said, we are all very connected. And Giovanni is here. Hi, Giovanni, with Ancient Bloodline of Light. If you guys aren't following Giovanni, he's absolutely amazing for shadow work as well. All right. So Erica, 44. Okay, let's change it up some more and let's see what this book has to say for 44. All right. It's says temptation. So here we go again with this idea of temptation. Beware of false advice and harm from others. Remain calm and trust your own judgment. Wow, I got really big goosebumps when I heard remain calm because I mean, as I'm reading for y'all and I'm getting this larger picture because yes, we are all connected. I can see all this information playing out in my own life, in my own struggles that I'm going through right now with just how different the world is and how I personally didn't match well with the vibration the world was at before. And I personally now feel less connected to it than before. But that also means those that I do feel connected to, there's a stronger connection. Yeah, Giovanni, loving that energy. Yeah, ancient bloodlines of light. And Erica saying the universe took everyone, and the universe took everyone. Gotta put my glasses on. Sorry. Getting my old age. The universe took everyone and everything away from me. I am all by myself with my kitten Romeo. Oh, so I love Romeo. You got your little Romeo. That's always a really good friend to have. You know what? The universe probably has pushed all these people out of your life because they were basically giving you false advice and things that weren't healthy for you. It kind of like with Tracy's reading, having to let go of these connections with people in the past that meant something to you. It's going to be really hard, and you are going to be by yourself, and you're going to feel lonely. But know that you are not alone. You're not alone. And you know what's so awesome, Erica, is I think that that's probably also why you got 44, is the universe wants you to know that you are not alone. You are not alone at all. And as everyone else's vibrations brought us all here, as you stick to your self truth, as you stick to your spiritual path, it might be lonely at a lot of times. It's not always lonely, right? You've got Romeo. Through meditation, you can connect to spirit, any type of spirit guides that you might have. Sometimes we have to hit the restart button in order to really get where we're supposed to be. So yeah, Erica's saying, learn how to love myself with self-healing. Yes. And that it is a journey. So be patient with yourself. Bobby's like Sesame Street. And yeah, Erica, you're a Virgo. So yeah, it's going to be extra important for you that, you're connected with people who are like-minded to you. You have a strong sense of who you are. And sometimes that can push other people away, right? I just love how, Bobby, you're like Sesame Street. Yep, we're all on the same street together, guys. All of us here in this video, we're all connected. We're all getting these same readings. I don't know why I put this card on top of this one. It's number 48. It's a cauldron. Get some hope in here, some magic potions. I don't know. Yes, Erica is saying you intimidate a lot of people. Yeah, and you will. I think that's when you speak your self-truth with people who don't match it, especially, a lot of people today have a harder time, being accepting that other people have different perspectives or different views. And there's all kinds of various conversations we could go into as to, why do people feel less comfortable with people being so different and allowing them to express their self-truth, as ridiculous or as unconnected as they might think or feel for it, right? But just remember, the more you express it, yes, those people will feel intimidated, but no, that's a reflection of them, right? And also it is a reflection of you because it shows how much empowerment you have. I know that we were using the dark doll, but I think that this reflects a lot of yang energy, light energy, right? This is your own self-empowerment, your own self-truth. You're speaking from your own personal self-truth. And it does intimidate people because people who have that real sense of self-empowerment and self-truth, you are powerful. Your solar plexus is vibrating higher, vibrating more vibrant or lighter or brighter, or pushing out further from others, and they can feel threatened by it, right? So just finding those that are part of your tribe and knowing your outlets. So yes, awesome. All right, guys, so it's a little after 6. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for starting late, ending late. But I will be live next Wednesday with Jennifer from the Metaphysical Roundtable, which her show is going to be live tomorrow at 8 p.m. But she will be with me next week. We're going to talk about how we can use our astrology charts to navigate our shadows. There's a lot of things that maybe bad habits or something that we keep trying to change and we just look down on ourselves for having. But really, it could just be a part of your self-truth. And maybe those things you were looking down on yourself, maybe there's a different way to learn it as a skill. So we're going to be talking more about that next week with Jennifer, and it's going to be so much fun. So thank you so much, Tracy and Erica and Bobby and Minnie and Giovanni and Stacy and everybody else who has joined in. Muhammad, thank you guys so much. If you enjoyed this, please share it out so other people can join in, and please join me next Wednesday on the Spirit Realm Network or Mystic Path LLC at 5 p.m. USA Eastern Time for Mastering the Shadows. Thank you so much and have a magical week.